Okay, so welcome to our book study, How to Rock Your Network Marketing Business. We're really excited about it. This is week 1, chapters 1 and 2. If you didn't get on today, that's okay. Or if you're not up to date with the book yet, that's okay. Just catch up before next week. We as a team, this is the Dare to Be Time team, and we are so excited to have some new leaders on hosting this study for us. So I'm going to introduce Sabrina Payne. She is amazing, and I know is just going to rock this. So we have not given any instruction, just told everybody that's hosting for the next 5 weeks that they have free reign. So everybody that does it might do it a little bit differently, and that's okay. So we just wanted to kind of let you know that ahead of time, and I'm just going to turn it over to her.
Good morning, guys. It's super early where I'm at. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super excited. I read both of the first chapters, and I just really love this book. When she first starts out and she's talking about demystifying like the big build, which is the first chapter, she's talking about how she introduced herself, how she was a formerly shy kindergarten teacher that was needing to supplement her income because she was afraid of losing her job as the economy was getting depressed. And well, I think a lot of us kind of feel that now, and which is why we may have turned to network marketing as Sarah Robbins did. And excuse me for getting a little nervous. I don't ever really do these, and I'm excited to try something new. Next page. Oh, yes. I really love on page 12 how she talks about all they had was their belief. They believed so strongly in the opportunity that they were offering and the products they were promoting to any potentials that they had met. I really love that because we have something so incredible to be able to offer so many people for their health or financial freedom or getting back their life. We have something incredible for them. And she also talks about persistence. I know for me, I struggle with being consistent sometimes, but I don't ever stop. I always try to remind myself why I'm doing this to get me through those hard days. Commitment and personal growth is such a big thing. For Sarah Robbins, she talks about commitment to personal and professional growth. We were able to establish a system to help others and get them off to a great start. We provide that also. We have really great training, really great leaders, and I really love that it touches on things that we already do. Amazing, because in this little paragraph, she also talks about she could pursue the starting of a foundation for children in 4 years. By the age of 29, she was the company's first 6-figure monthly earner, and since she's mentored 6 or 7-figure annual earners on their team. That's incredible because I'm barely 23. That gives me so much hope to make a difference in so many people's lives, especially at a young age. And for my family, that's crazy. I really love how she talks about offering hope and freedom. I've already touched on that, but I feel like I sound like a broken record, but it's true. We offer people something that they don't even realize that's out there most of the time. We also offer freedom for those who join us to have the same financial freedom or gain a better way of doing life if they want to. We also give hope to those outside of our opportunity because we're not able to bless them with their time, talent, and our resources, which is huge because there's so many things that other people want to do and they don't even know how they're going to do it. obviously a lot of us on this call know that we are told that Plexus is a vehicle. It's a vehicle for us to do bigger and better things, to bless other people, which is amazing. Next is failing forward. I am not very good at this, but I love the idea of reminding myself to fail forward. It's okay to fail. I fail a lot at reaching out in my own personal way. I get afraid of being myself. And I have to remember that I have to be who I am. And otherwise, other people aren't going to know that I'm just being genuine in what I'm doing. I love that she says in here that when she started her business, success didn't come easy for me. She had her challenges, as we all do. All of us have struggles, and we have to remember being positive is a lot more, I'm trying to think of the word I'm saying. Being more positive is a lot more leverageable. It helps more than being negative. Being negative isn't a good source of anything, really. I love how she talks about one time where she had went up to somebody in a cosmetic store and she was worried, her knees were knocking, she was sweating, and she just vomited their little, like a Plexus vomit on them, essentially. But it was for her company. And she just ran away, cried all the way home to her mom. I have never been in a situation like that, but I've been so scared to reach out to one of my friends, one of my closest friends, but I did it scared. I did it scared. I love how she also talked about how she never gave up. If she had given up, who knows where she would be now. Same thing with like myself. If I give up, where would I be in a year or even 2 years from now? Same with you ladies on this call. Like for Ansley, you've only been doing this for about 2 years, 2.5 years, and you're incredible. You're so inspiring. Sorry, guys. Okay, I love how she talks about finding success through prospecting. This is something that I am totally afraid of, but it's something I have to do. And she says, what is prospecting? Prospecting is different for every dictionary, or every person defines it differently. But it's as if we're looking for gold in our backyard, or essentially looking for gold, sifting through all of these people that we may have to talk to just to find those few pieces of gold in our backyard, or a few pieces of friends, like our friends that are going to be huge assets to our teams to blow things up. I know for me, Alexis is one of them, Megan is one of them, Devin, and even Sarah. Sarah's just going crazy on my team, and I never even knew. I was so afraid to reach out to her, but I'm so glad I did, because we reconnected and became better friends through Plexus. I never imagined that. I only met her a few months in high school, and then I left that school because I had to take care of my mom. Plexus allowed me to reach back out to Sarah and reconnect and become friends, great friends with her, and I love that. I like how she reminds us that you only need a few powerful friends or a few powerful lakes to change your life. That's amazing, because it's true. I love how she talks about the odds also. So like, what are your odds? Your success is directly related to the degree of which you're willing to work. How hard are you willing to work to make it? How badly do you want it? That's something you have to figure out. Like, do you want it bad enough? Are you going to sit there and only reach out to maybe 3 or 4 people? Or are you going to go all out, all in, and actually reach out to 10, 20 people a day? Even if they say no. It's okay if they say no. They may not mean it right now. most of the time, that's what it is. They don't know if they want the opportunity now or later. And that's something we have to remind ourselves, especially me. I do that all the time. I have to remind myself that it doesn't matter what their answer is. I have to continue reaching out. Otherwise, I'm not doing a service to myself nor them. And that's pretty much the first chapter. So I'm going to go into the second chapter. So the second chapter is the power of our profession. I really love this because it's so true. I never imagined myself being in network marketing, and I absolutely love it, especially because it's for hours. It's health-based, which is something super important to me. I've become super passionate about that, mostly because a lot of you guys know that my mom is sick. And that's a huge thing for me, to take care of my own family, to take care of myself, especially at my age, because of how sick my mom is. She's barely going to be 45 and so sick. And I don't want to live like that. So I love that we get to offer people a huge opportunity to take back their life, to get their life back. That's amazing. So she talks about the power of our profession, network marketing. She talks about, this book will teach us about her 7-figure system earner. And it's a simple way, or a simple system that's helped her build a big business. And remember, there is no like magic bullet or magic steps to get to being successful. It's a bunch of little steps, doing them right, like our reaching out, our following up. That's a huge one that I even struggle with, but I force myself to do it because I know I need to. Also shows here that she's going to try to help us develop the entrepreneurial mindset. That's a huge thing for me because, again, like I said, I never thought I would do this. And she talks about whatever you're dreaming, dream bigger. You guys, we have the opportunity to dream so big, to help so many people. And a lot of it starts with believing in ourselves. Believing in ourselves, it's huge. I love how she talks about this. I believe that network marketing is one of the smartest business models on the planet. I couldn't agree more. With our compensation plan, it's incredible. It is a model that takes ordinary people like me and all of you ladies to achieve extraordinary results. Where else could you formerly be a shy teacher in your 20s and compress a 30 to 50 year career into 3 to 5 years? Guys, that's incredible. I don't even, like, my jaw just drops thinking about that because I'm so young. I'm just astonished at how blessed we are to have the opportunity that we have. Here's a few reasons why she's in love with the profession, and I love the way she talks about this. If this is a brilliant business model to where instead of investing in advertising and having celebrities endorse our products, companies invest in our success, and it allows us to leverage the integrity of big brands and the time, talent, and resources of major corporations. Startup costs are low. Y'all, we only paid $34.95. That's chunk change. And we got a business out of it. It's incredible. It's a simple business model that doesn't require a college degree, overhead employees, or a brick and mortar shop. It's a scalable business, and it's just plain smart. The Direct Selling Association recently celebrated its 100-year anniversary. So it's a tried and true business model that's proven to be solid. Network marketing is not going anywhere. We're barely just getting started. And yesterday we had the launch to Canada. How amazing is that? Like, we have so much opportunities to help so many people. Again, something I just can't even wrap my head around sometimes. I love this here, that she also talks about the 4 points. These are my favorite of this book. Freedom and flexibility. In your network marketing, you don't trade hours for dollars or your time for someone else's money. You can work your business part-time anytime. There's no commute to work. You create your hours, block out time around important things in your life, and plan around them. Essentially, You design a professional life that fits around the rest of your life. How incredible is that? Y'all, I know a lot of us are mamas and some of us don't even work. I know I don't want to work as much as like I am required to. The majority of the time in my household, living here where I live, you have to have two incomes the majority of the time just to make it. That's so hard for people like me and my mom. Like, I want to be able to take care of my mom since she's sick. But when I'm at a job, a 9-to-5 job, I usually get in trouble because I have to drop everything and go take care of her. I don't want to deal with that stress anymore. That's partially why I started this business, to be able to be home with my son, to take care of my mom when I needed to. That's the beauty of our profession. Like, we have the time and flexibility. That's amazing. You just have to work hard for it. I also love here that she says many people are surviving with the multi-income houses, just like I mentioned as myself. Others are looking for extra earning potential due to the current economic climate. The network marketing profession can provide an incredible alternative for those looking to supplement their income and around commitments of their family. You don't have to go back to school or take another full-time job. Network marketing allows you to choose a dream life over a dream job. How amazing is that? Choose a dream life over a dream job. That's incredible. Second point that she brings out here is the financial opportunity. This is huge for a lot of people, especially because a lot of people are drowning in student loan debt, like myself. I have, good Lord, amounts of student loans that I don't even, like, I have to pay them, but if I'm being honest with you guys, I went to school to be a pharmacy technician. It's not something I'm passionate about. I've recently found that out, and I love getting to do what we get to do. We get to help people with their health. That's something I'm so passionate about. And just helping people in general. It's amazing. With the financial opportunity, network marketing is one of the best choices. You're going to create an unlimited earning potential, but have to have little money up front. That's a huge blessing, you guys. I love that she talks about this because it ties into what we have. We leverage our upfront investment and have the opportunity to an exponential ROI. Network marketing allows you to create passive residual income and get paid over and over again for work that we put in upfront. If you give your business enough time and effort, you're able to compress a 30 to 50 year career to 3 to 5 years. That's incredible. I can only imagine where we're going to be in 3 to 5 years from now. It's amazing. Like, there's only one way up if we continue to work at it and go hard and continue to share and love on people like we should be. Your business can lead to an ongoing residual income for you. If you build it right, you can get paid on the royalties and residual income forevermore. Our business model provides true leverage, which gives you security. Wealth is created through leverage. It's an incredible financial vehicle that allows you to pursue all of your life's goals and dreams. That's amazing. Like, I really love that she talks about that because I dream of being a stay-at-home mom or a housewife, I guess, where I get to do anything and everything I could ever dream of, such as being able to donate money to the food banks or go and help out at the food banks and even shelters, help kids that are struggling. That's something that's really near and dear to my heart because of my own family struggles. Would love to do that. I love this one here. Fun and friendship. This one's probably my favorite. In our business model, you choose a partner with business. You have the chance to build your success, all while helping others succeed also. You celebrate your successes together. I love that our team is so close, so supportive, and so loving. We have such an amazing team and amazing company to be building a legacy business with. I can't even tell you guys enough how much I love our company. I love the fact that I had, a year ago, Cassandra reached out to me. I never thought that somebody I barely knew, that I went to high school with, that I would become so close to. Lexus offered me that. It's incredible. Another one here, fabulous opportunities for personal growth and professional growth. That's a huge thing. I've already talked about this, but it's so huge because when you're in business for yourself, but you're not alone, in our business model, you receive the incredible training through the company and the team training systems that are provided. Excuse me. You also receive incredible personal development opportunities so you can grow as a person. You guys, we need that so much because how are we going to fill up our cups if we don't fill up our cup? How are we going to pour into other people and help them build belief into them? How are we going to do all of that if we don't fill our cups and we don't grow personally and professionally? To get better at prospecting or to get better at just talking to people, talking in front of people. If we don't grow as a person, I don't know how we're doing life. Like, we need to grow. That's how we're meant to live. And life's not easy. There's going to be struggles and it's going to be difficult, but that's okay. We just have to get through it. I love this here, her simple way of summing it all up in one word. Network marketing provides freedom. I know so many people I know who would love the freedom of not having to go to a 9-to-5 job that they hate. I know there's so many people in my own family that need the products that I'm still working on. But I love that this allows me to work even while I'm working because we're building a legacy business. It's incredible. Also, here she does mention, give it time to grow. It's not going to happen overnight. Nothing ever does. Nothing good ever comes easy. Hard work takes work. And it pays off. And Cassandra, she just hit super silver yesterday. How amazing is that? She's worked so hard to get there. And I'm so close to you guys. Like, it's amazing what we get to do and how we get to support each other. I love it. But we have to give it time and we have to water the plants or water the seeds that we've been planting. But we also have to have realistic expectations that it's not going to happen overnight and it's going to take hard work. We need to remember that even on the bad days, push through. Remember why you started in the first place. That sharing your story and your company's story give the business time to grow. I've only been doing this, I'm just shy of a year next month. And I'm so excited still. Like, we still have so much time to continue growing. The business is not like it's like a rolling snowball, as Sarah Robbins mentions in this here. And I just want to bring this up because I love her analogy. It's like bringing a snowball up the hill. It's going to be hard, and you're trekking up that mountain. And people might tell you that you're never going to make it, or you're not going to do it, or it's not going to work out for you. Don't listen to them because it's not true. If you keep going and you keep pushing up that hill, you're going to find some people that want to do this with you. As Sarah Robbins says, you're gold. You're few power partners. However, sometimes you feel like you're exerting all of that. I'm so sorry for the noise if you guys can hear that. I'm outside on my patio. If you're feeling like you're exerting all your efforts and you feel like you've tapped out, keep going. Success is usually right on the other side of all of that failure. Keep going, keep pushing. You're going to make it to that top of the hill. Sometimes you may feel like you're working a full-time job for minimum wage. That's just for now, just because we're barely getting started. We're barely scraping the surface with our company. It's huge. Whatever you do, don't quit. You can make it to the top of that hill, just like Sarah Robbins said. I also love here that she brings up $50 million woman. Huge mistake. And every day I think about this because I have so many white lines. I have so many people that absolutely, Brianna, I so agree with you. I get frustrated thinking about this analogy with the $50 million woman. Because of my family, I had 3 of my family members start up when I first signed up. That's how I went silver. and all three of them fell off. I love them to death. They're my two cousins and my aunt. But I get so frustrated knowing that they could do this too. It could be the answer to all of their issues, and I know that. But at the same time, I love how she puts this into perspective here. I want to share with you a story of why quitting should never cross your mind. One of the top leaders on my team is a woman by the name of Susie. Susie learned about our business from someone she had worked with briefly. On December 31st, she was introduced to me on a three-way call by her soon-to-be sponsor, who at the time was my personal partner. Susie immediately caught the vision and was enrolled on New Year's Eve. What a way to toast new beginnings. Unfortunately, Susie's sponsor got discouraged. She had only enrolled one person, and she decided the business wasn't for her, and so she quit, you guys. A few years later, her team of one, Susie, grew into an incredible team that spans across the entire country. In fact, it's one of the fastest growing teams in our company. Many team members are driving beautiful free cars, earning amazing incentive trips, increasing their incomes. In fact, Susie was recently recognized as a $1 million Circle Achiever. That's huge, you guys. Can you imagine if Susie's sponsor stuck with the business? She started the business about 30 years of age, and after taxes with conservative investments, not even taking into account the organizational growth, she could have earned about $50 million over time if she hadn't walked away. Oh my gosh, you guys, can you just take a minute and think about that? Somebody walked away from getting a $50 million check, or over time earning $50 million. That's a lot of money. There's so much perspective to this book. I love that Sarah Robbins makes it so realistic too. That, like I said, one of my cousins had quit. I think about her because she has 4 children and she struggles. She has to work 2 to 3 jobs just to make ends meet. So does her fiance. He has to work 2 jobs. And I just think about her because I'm like, I really wish that I had been able to follow up with her a little bit better and help her understand that this is something huge. This is a huge opportunity to make financial freedom. Just by that small little thing. Like, I don't know about you guys, but that gives me chills to think about. I recently read that there's 95% of those who remain in the industry for 10 years or longer, working steadily at building their groups, reach their highest level of pay in respective businesses. You guys, that's incredible. That's incredible. You're right, Brianna. I continue to love on her, but it's going to be a while. I know that. I also love here that she says in here that she started her business with no training, no websites, and no mentoring. They made the decision to do whatever it takes, you guys. We started with training. We started with all of the incentives that Plexus hands out, like the 2 new free coupons. That's amazing. Like, Plexus really takes care of us, you guys. I can't even, I just love our company so much. I love here how she says, I'm committed to your success, which means you should be too. You should be committed to your success. You can do it. You can do it. This book will also provide for you the how-tos, the simple systematic training that will empower you to become a higher achiever in your profession. It's up to you to implement what you learn, what to share, and learning with your new distributors. So something on duplication. If we learn something new, we should definitely send it towards our new ambassadors. Help them learn, help them train, get them going in the right direction so that we don't miss out on any kind of opportunity like the $50 million woman. You guys, we have so much potential and we're barely touching the surface. And I'm going to continue saying that because it's so true. We are barely reaching the 10-year anniversary for Plexus. How incredible is that? And that wraps up chapter 2. And I have just a few more points that I wanted to talk about. So dreaming big, you guys, dream big. Sarah Robbins always says, and we always hear from a few people in our group or our jewels, that if you give up, the fastest way to fail is quit. Don't quit. We all have a reason to be here. God chose us all to be here for a reason and an opportunity that we can make amazing. It just takes work. I think I'm finished, and I love you guys. Thank you, Ansley, so much for asking me to do this. I was nervous, but so happy I did it.
Oh, you did amazing. Can everybody, I know we can't hear everybody, but can you give a round of applause? Because I know that it took a lot of effort and, just courage to get on and do one of these. I was, 2 years ago, I was terrified to do it too. So don't worry, but it just shows how you're growing as a leader, and that you're going to, believe me, and another 10 of these, and you're going to be like, this is a piece of cake. But you can ask Mel. I still call her like, I need ideas, or how do I word this? Or it's, we all grow at different levels and paths, and that's okay. So I'm just so proud of you for even giving it a go, but you did incredible. So please know that. And I was truly inspired. I think we have a couple extra minutes if anybody wants to jump on and share anything that they felt like this impacted, or the book, different points of view or anything like that. We would love that. And I really believe the same thing that you've been saying. Number one, never give up on somebody. And number two, that everybody's business takes different timetables, and everybody goes through different hills and valleys, and none of our businesses are ever going to look the same. Somebody might start off really, really slow and have an explosion, or you might have an explosion in the beginning and then, have a really slow season. The only way to fail, though, is to quit. So, if you'll commit 5 years to your business, saying, I am going to talk to everybody I know for 5 years, there's just no way, in my opinion, that you're not going to be, hugely successful in this business if you're really putting in the effort. And that looks different for everyone. So anybody have anything they want to share or talk about? I don't know if y'all know my story, but it took me over a year to join. So, I know, so there's that. You never know who's going to join your team, and where that comes from and what they're going to be like in your business someday. Go, Bree. Y'all just jump on. You don't have to.
Okay. Raise my hand. I had to learn that this week, and I had to raise my hand. Anyway, Sabrina, you did absolutely amazing. I got chills multiple times. I'm like ready to go and talk to a bunch of people and be super authentic, because that's what people want. They really want to see you. They join because of you. It doesn't matter what you're sharing with them. They join because of you. And I would have joined your team right then and there, just because you're so sweet and just inspiring. I love it. I love the fact that this is going to allow us to see other people in different light. Because I've never really heard you talk before, and that was so awesome. The one thing I do want to say is, I know you said whatever it takes. There's this song from I think I've sent it to Ansley and Brittany, but it's called Whatever It Takes by Imagine Dragons, and it's awesome. If you get a chance to listen to it, because it is way cool. But right before that, it said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And that is so true. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Melissa. But I just can't believe that, we have such an amazing community within our team. And if we ever need anything, there's so many people there that say they'll be there, and they really, truly are there. That's what is awesome about our team. So I am so proud of you, Sabrina. You did amazing.
Sabrina, you inspired me. I was at the gym and you had me push harder just hearing, normally I love doing my workouts with music, but it was like so cool to hear you. And it was just like, you can do it, push yourself a little further and stick with it. And then not to mention, I went up to a personal trainer and I was like, I've got some protein I want you to try. And then, so he told me be there on Tuesday. So it's like you really inspire people. So I'm just so proud of you. And just so you know, I have yet to do a book study. So you're running circles around me, girl, and you're challenging me. So I'm very
So I have to say that, at the bottom of page 21 that you touched on, Sabrina, with you can give your business enough time and effort, you're able to compress 30 to 50 year career into 3 to 5 years. You're 23, but I'm 57. So that 3 to 5 years is probably more critical to me. And my husband's 2 years older than me. So when we think about retirement age, that's traditionally in the US around 62 to 65, that's, where we'll be. So that really, that kind of inspires my why, and for people that I talk to that are my age, having enough for retirement and feeling like, what if Social Security goes away, and not to be a burden on our children, and things like that. And so I loved that part of the book. I had highlighted in orange because that really spoke to me. I oftentimes, hi sweetheart, I often have trouble coming up with my why, but that really tapped into a place that's personal to me. I sometimes think to talk to someone that's your age, you wouldn't get that, if that's, my why. But I do feel the sense of urgency, for sure, about that. And I just really kind of feel heart palpitations, about that. So, but also above that, on page 24, it says your business, you can work at part-time, there's no commute, you create your own hours. I liked where it says, essentially, you design a professional life that fits around the rest of your life. And so, being able to think about retirement without having heart palpitations, but also from a business that fits around the rest of your life. I have an 81-year-old dad that's doing great, but who knows? You spoke about your wife, your mom, Sabrina, and and I had time to spend with my mom. So anyway, I loved this book, and I really loved that. Kind of was my kind of nuggets for the week, or for the chapter. So
I think when you said you were worried that it wouldn't relate to us, I can tell you that for me, and I chose to be a mom early on, and I didn't finish my college degree. And I know that the salary that I'm making with Plexus now, I could not, there isn't another career field that I could go into without a degree and make that kind of income. So, able to really relate to young moms or families, that maybe don't have degrees or don't have big business aspirations or, things like that, and be able to give them something that they could never get anywhere else. Y'all, I'd have to go back to retail or something if I left Plexus. I'd have to, do something where the salary caps out way less than what we're able to achieve with Plexus. And then the other piece that you said, working around your life. Most of us on here, with the exception of a few, are in our young years with our children. And what a gift that is to be with your babies and make an income. I'm watching Sabrina bounce her baby on her lap right now. Like, what a gift that is to not, I'll get emotional. So anyways, I just love that. And I think it does relate to both age groups, which is wonderful.
Not only does the money relate to both age groups, but so does what we share with people, our products. Young people don't think they need these products, but I have met more people than not that aren't going to the bathroom regularly. I'm like, really? Why? What's going on? And then talk about, poop with them, and they're like, oh, wow, she's very open. But I am, because I want them to feel better, because I wouldn't want all that in my tummy, that's for sure. But now if we can start with the young generation now, they won't need all the medications later on. Because Sabrina, I related with you. I was going to school for pharmacy when I first started college, and I was like, I can't do this. I don't want to try to reverse what everybody has already done. My thing is I want to, this is why I went into training and nutrition. I want to help prevent all of that from happening. And this right here is doing that for sure. You know, because supplements, you cannot do it on your own. You need supplements, especially with what we've been given, you know, with our food. They have to mass produce it so much that we don't have the nutrients we need anymore in those, you know, vegetables, and even our meat. Our meat's all not so great for us, you know, but I think it's amazing because we can actually help both generations. I've seen a huge success in my mom. They're in their 50s. My dad, he's in his 60s. Like, it's just helped so many people. I did not see what that message said, but yes, we can help both generations. So I think it's great for financial and health. That's why I went into this business instead of, I don't know, what else do people sell? Candles.
Leggings.
Which I love, by the way. Yes, my leggings. Thank you.
And I think you're so right. I mean, and it's just going to get worse. Our food's just going to get worse. We're depleting things on a regular basis. Y'all, I watched something yesterday, which like made me want to be a vegetarian, where, you know, a butcher was saying that if they have meat that has cancer in it, they just cut it out and move on. And I'm like, like, get rid of the whole, like, I can't believe that I'm ingesting that, you know, and it's scary. You don't know. And that's the thing, is that people forget that unless you are actually planting your own food and eating it, or slaughtering your own, you know, cows, you don't know what you're getting. You think you do, but reality is there's so much hidden that we have just no idea. And medications too, you know, we just have no clue. We just grab something off of a shelf and think it's safe. And I know there's people that say things about, oh, it's not FDA approved and whatever, but I would much rather, and I know y'all feel the same, much rather purchase something like Plexus that my friends are using and love and have results with than somebody say, oh yeah, go pick a probiotic off the shelf, because I wouldn't know where to start or what's good and what's not, and they're all so different. So we have something amazing, and y'all, May 5th, I don't know what it is, but I can tell you that I get chills thinking about it. That we've got something big coming out, some big reveal. And as we know, with the last big reveal that we had last March, March, was it March? I think it was last March, where they launched the Slim and rebranded everything. It's going to be huge, and it has to be huge to do it the month before convention. Y'all, if it wasn't, it has to be bigger than huge, because otherwise they could just wait and release it at convention, because that's what we expect. But to have to do it earlier than that, we know it has to be something major. We have to get it out to market before somebody else does. You know what I mean? And so I'm really excited about that. I know I have, like, one of my biggest wishes is that folic acid goes out of everything we have. That's one of my, you know, biggest things, but I know there's so many new products that we could have too. I have a feeling, I could be completely wrong, but it said something about too good to be true or something like that. And so I have a feeling it's 2. I don't know, you know, I could be completely off, but I have a feeling that it's 2 things. So we'll see, but I'm super excited. Y'all, thank you so much for this beautiful book study. It's so fun to come together as a team, and y'all inspire me every single day. And see y'all next week for another 2 chapters.